Hello, beautiful people who love wigs. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Rat tail comb. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, I literally lost it for a second. I'm bringing you a super cutie. This isn't a new wig. And I actually worn her before, but I've never reviewed her. KEESHANA. This is KEESHANA from Bobbi Boss. I'll have to get you the price. I got her from Amazon. Now you can get KEESHANA on, you know, Wig Types. You can get her on samsbeauty.com, things like that for much cheaper. I think I paid $42 for her. But the only reason I did that was because I wanted this specific color. This KEESHANA is a 13x4 hand-tied Swiss lace part. Okay, and so really that means like sort of that ear-to-ear or free parting. It's supposed to look like a more natural hairline. I have her in the color TT6/steel. That's what's shown on the card there. She's heat safe up to something degrees that they don't really say on here. It just says that they're heat safe. Usually it's between 350 to 400. This is Miss KEESHANA. When I wore her before, I didn't really do anything. I did cut the lace off of her, but the color is stunning. And I knew that if I would have got her in a different color, that I wouldn't have been happy. She's pretty long, at least 22 inches. Eventually I'll probably cut her, but for now I'm good with it. And the thing that I really like is this base color is more of a 4. It's not sort of, a lot of times when you get like ombre or sombre type situations or dark rooted wigs, you get more of a 1B situation, and I'm not, to me that looks super harsh. Now if I naturally had black hair or darker hair than I had, then maybe it would be different, but I just think this looks a little less harsh. She's also sort of this gray, but it's an ashy, sort of grayish, ashy blondish sort of mix. The dark root is like really goes all throughout, so I really like that. Definitely yucky texture. With a wig this long, you're gonna get some tangling, but I did wear her before and I didn't find that there was a ton of tangling, just mostly towards the bottom, which isn't unusual. Let's look at her cap construction. What was that cap construction? Yeah, 13x4 lace parting. She's got 2 combs set pretty wide in the back. There's also a comb in the top. That's good like if you're gonna wear a mesh cap. And then there's a comb in the back with some straps. The only negative is, let's see this. So this is where the natural part is. It's only a few inches. You really have to sort of take your rat tail comb, and I'll do that on camera. That was the thing I didn't do. I did not customize the part. I do like the fact that there's like this sort of free parting, but I do think that in my experience, it really is best to kind of figure out where you're just going to wear the part, and then you can start working it back so you can get at least a few more inches, maybe 3 or 4 inches back. But you will need to do some plucking for that, and I feel like, you know, you shouldn't do that until you're really okay with where you want to wear her. Yeah, for wearing her, there's like one little snag, but that's about it. She didn't shed too badly at all. I really love that texture. All right, let's get her on and quit playing games. Yes, yes. I just love when it's that number 4. All right, since she's a free parting, we don't have to shift her really. What we can do is, this is what I do, is I'm going to put my thumb up under here and find those 2 combs and the comb in the back. So this is the comb in the back. So like, it naturally wants to have a comb here and down here. I'm just going to shift it a little bit so they're kind of equal. And let's see what she's got to give us. This is everything to the front. See, she's really long. So I am 5'6.5", and she's going down to the bottom of my breast, so that's probably 24 inches. But there's so many layers here. One thing I do like, if I'm gonna get a longer wig, one thing I definitely like is to get this maybe 24-inch situation. Maybe wear her out, maybe have some fun. But when they have these long layers, it's so easy to cut. So you can just be like, okay, so here's the next layer right here. So then you would just cut from here to here, and then you have a wig that's this long and looks fabulous, like you're hitting it right on the natural wave. And then you can just keep going up until, you know, till you just rode her completely and she just can't. Wait, what did I just say? Until, I was going to say rode it to the wheels, but I don't know what I'm saying. Quit. Just delete everything I just said. But basically, until she just really even up in here looks crazy. But I feel like with most synthetic wigs, they usually end up having issues down towards the bottom. Like, that's really where it has a lot of problems. Oh, look how cute she is. I was going to wear this other wig tonight, but I'm totally wearing this wig. I mean, I'm just going with my son to his, like, school musical. His friend is in it and he wants to support him, so I'm like, I'm just gonna be like at a musical, like, hey. He's super used to being extra, which is nice. See, like, it only naturally goes back to here unless you figure out where you want it to be. So let me get this chick all together. You'll see what I'm gonna do. Check took me a while. So Miss KEESHANA, the wig cap, that's the first thing I want to talk about. The wig cap on this wig is definitely one that can stretch to accommodate heads that are larger sized. If you struggle with finding a cap that really fits nicely, I think this would be one of those ones that fits nicely. She has one of those curl patterns that really has to, like, would benefit from a round brush. Like, you kind of have to train the curl to go the way you want. Like, it can go in like this if you want it to go in, but if you want it to go out, you kind of need to like train her, and she is trainable as far as like curling it back, curling everything back and around. And maybe I would say like spray her a little bit just to train her to go the way that you want. Just the way that the part was, is she is sort of on the right side a little bit. I could have changed her. But this is what happens when I change her. You see how she's laying flat, and partially it's because I did iron her. But when I change her, like, I would really like her to even be in the middle. So if I change her out, like, I really had to train this to go over here like quite a bit. And although she is a free part, like, she doesn't really want to part that way. Like, she really doesn't. Like, she's just into parting where she's at. So the best thing for me to do would be to actually just shift her as opposed to try to move her. That's for me and how I like to do things. See, and then now she's like, she's in the center like I like. I'm obsessed with this color. Obsessed. I love this cool tone situation. I love cool tone makeup. I like this cool tone ashiness. I love, see this, where you can see that rooting all the way through. Let's look at her from the back. But you can see as you're moving your hair around. I probably will cut her at some point. This is all of her, but even in a ponytail. Ooh. Look at me getting a little pony action. Oh my gosh, I should ponytail her for sure. Let's just see the movement first before I start ponytailing things. Just great. This is definitely a cute little ponytail type wig. Put it up a little bit on the side here, pull a little bit down. Oh my gosh, look how adorable that is. What? And you could be like, hey, just cute for no reason other than the fact that I'm just cute. Yeah, I really like her. She'd be really cute like this. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Let me clip her so you can see how adorable. And that rooting all the way through. My mom called, so it interrupted. That's okay. So yeah, like with her back like this is so cute, and the rooting is so cute. So I really like her. Definitely gonna have to trim her. She's just, for my liking, too long. I think this is a great wig. I think in other colors, whatever color you want. They do have this one. It's called TTVVBUG, so burgundy, or TTVVORC, which is sort of like that oil slick. I think that would be cute too. I wouldn't pay what I paid for her just because I know I can get her cheaper. But sometimes, like, you'll see a wig and you just are loving it for the color, and I feel like for the most part I always try to get the color that attracted me, because, you know, there's a lot of different wigs, and if I'm not going to be fully happy, like, what's the point? But other than that, I think she's great. So do you have KEESHANA? Do you have this color? If not, what color do you have? Do you have any tips about her or any additional information? I'd love for you to share that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.